sorry about that. That was a unforeseen glitch. That's happened a couple of times to me. It tends to be whenever the stream's a bit kind of... When you switch between one game and another, it doesn't always make the transition properly. It's supposed to, but not in this case. Anyway, don't worry about not hearing the sound just now. It will be on shortly. So, I'm here to help today. So, I'm starting off a level 1 character on a fresh account. I'm going to work up to level 35 between today and tomorrow. Following that, Monday, Tuesday, whilst the thing's still going, I'm going to jump onto my main account again, and I'll play as my actual main characters. For now, though, I just want to take you through the basics. If anyone wants to join in, it's a little bit tricky because when you're in the trial account, you can't party together. If it becomes a problem, I will then just change to my main account, and I'll group people together for parties. But we'll try our best what we can just now. I can give out advice, I can let you know what the end game's like, I can sort of explain the various roles and classes, etc. So feel free to ask any questions at all in chat. There is a link actually, let me see if I can get this to work. So if you guys want to join, oh for goodness sake, what is going on with this? Streamlabs is now acting up, it's now... There's a timer going on, it will give you the link. The link's actually in the description. I never actually realised I've put that in. There's a short link there that you can use. That was supposed to... It's going to be one of those days, isn't it? Just nothing's working the way it's meant to. Let's see if free trial works. These are all added. They're all saved. I don't understand Nightbot sometimes. Is this going to work? Let's see. FRETR. Anything? Well, there we go. That's actually not what I really needed, but... Oh, do you know what? I bloody spelt Final Fantasy wrong. It's FXXIV. There we go. So that is where you get the free trial. It'll let you play for free up to level 35. That means you'll get to do your first job role, and you'll get to just move on to the next one. And once you're on the next one, that's when the game really starts. So at that point, you'll know whether you want to play on or not. It's there's a subscription model in place for this game. You don't have to pay it, but if you do, you get to do all the in-game content. You get more advanced features like party, grouping. You can whisper people, you can yell and chat, all that crazy cool stuff. But anyway, I've monopolised enough time sitting here. Let's go on with the game. What I'll do is I'll start playing. If you've got questions as we go, feel free to ask, and we'll go from there. So here we go. I'm going to restart that little intro bit for you actually. So this game's known for its cutscenes and its attention to kind of detail with storyline stuff. Most MMOs don't have a good storyline, or they have a storyline but it's buried. This game's story is right out in front. We wait for this to go to the cutscene. There's actually a nice intro sequence that you should probably get. Sets the mood for the entire game. It gives you the reason why everyone's fighting in the first place. So I'll let it just trip onto that, and then we'll create our first character. If anyone has any suggestions of what they would like me to play as, I'm thinking tank might be good for if anyone wants to join with me, so I can like help them get through dungeons and stuff because the queue times are faster. But I'm good with black mage. I can play a red mage. So if you get any likes or dislikes or anything you want to see, let me know. Come on, game. Audio shouldn't be too loud. It should be loud enough, but if it's too quiet or too loud, let me know. Right, so this is the super awesome intro sequence. I'll stay quiet for this part, unless anyone asks me anything specific. For those that don't know, this is the end of 1.0 when the world got destroyed and rebuilt, when the game literally got destroyed and rebuilt, so... That is the Calamity Moon Dalamud. If you're playing 1.0, as the game got near the end, before they changed hands and got the new developers in, you could see that in the sky as you were playing. It was getting closer and closer every day until the servers finally went down and they moved on to 1.0, 2.0 even. 1.0 was a gorgeous looking game, just had not much to do in it, and the controls were iffy. guys are fighting there. It's the Eorzean Alliance fighting against the Empire. The Empire led by I forget his name though. Galvus. That guy. the Empire are kind of humans that can't use magic, so they use technology. Hence all the Magitech armor and weapons. Our guys can use magic and spells and stuff and jobs. That is the Warrior of Light, like the main guy, but the team behind were the Warriors of Light. It's really who you play as, like that's your kind of character. Your role in this game is this hero that's got untold abilities. It's a black mage, that's my main class. As you may have guessed, that's Sid, the guy who appears in every Final Fantasy game. Considering this game came out quite a long time ago, this CGI is still quite impressive. I'm going to move this camera a little bit because I'm not playing this on my TV, I'm playing it on my monitor, my PC. So it makes more sense for this to be looking directly at me rather than to the side of me. Hope I didn't make anyone motion sick. I'm going to try and maneuver myself a little bit. So that's the Elder Primal Bahamut, which you may have recognised from other Final Fantasy games. It's been a pretty badass. Delays waste to 1.0. So that old man's like the most powerful mage in the whole of Eorzea, and he's getting his ass whipped by like the newly hatched Bahamut. These guys are the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. We'll get to meet them as the game progresses. They are main part of the game. Try to re-seal Bahamut. That's originally what Dalmud was. It was a seal because it was the dragon was too powerful to defeat, so they just put him in a big ball and threw him into the sky. Move this laptop a little bit. Because I'm having to play on PC, my chat window's obscured, so I'm going to use my laptop for chat just now. That's better. Nobu created the main theme, but the main guy on the music is a guy called Soken. He is super talented and is doing the new music for the new expansion that's about to release, Shadowbringers. He's errs on the side of heavy metal, but he's also very talented at doing classical music and all other sorts of stuff is just amazing. I've actually met Soken in real life. I got to have his autograph at FanFest. That was a pretty awesome moment in my life. Oh yeah, Odin. Good old Behemoth. They were the two main kind of world bosses during the first part of the 2.0. The Crystal Tower is the main kind of big, large-scale dungeon that you could break in 32 players at a time. Behold. So you can see Eorzea was not destroyed. It was just wrecked. So it still exists. Every expansion gets its own intro as well. I'm up to Stormblood, where everything's all kind of like ancient Japan style. Before that it was Heavensward, which is more kind of Games of Thrones, kind of dragon stuff. Hi Crescent, how are you? How's things? It's so good, isn't it? I'm actually going from the start just now. I'm doing like a little stream with just kind of going through the early stuff in the game, teaching folk like how to start off, because there's like a sponsor thing going on. They want you to play through the trials, so I thought I'll use this chance to kind of do a stream where everyone can see the game from the very beginning. Because where I am just now, I'm so far at the end. A lot of stuff you see is the same old kid dungeons getting run over and over again. But yeah, I need to join up with you like at some point when you're playing. So I am one of the console guys that plays with control pad, even though I'm playing on PC, so apologies. I'm on Chaos now. Same with my choir this week. Nice! I'm doing good. I did like a big long stream last night for the Forest. Let's see, Cerberus still accepting folk. Create a new character. Yeah, I'm going out tonight to meet friends for drinks. So today's gonna be quite a short stream, maybe a couple hours. Tomorrow will be a much longer stream. I was in Odin. I moved from Odin to Cerberus, which is on a different data center. So I'll need to create a new character to play with you. I spent a lot of time in Odin, but there wasn't a lot of people I knew anymore. Like they also started migrating elsewhere. So I went to Cerberus because a lot of people I know went there now. But I can make a new one, I don't mind making a new character, like... so here's the races, the Huer, Elizin, Lalafell, Mikote, and... I was never heard how to pronounce this, Rogadin. The Aura is there as well, it's a dragon person, but you can't get that unless you get Stormblood. There's male and female, you can also offset to even further from there. I usually play as the Mikote guys. But because I always play, I'm going to play something else this time around. I moved from Luzwa because my FC doesn't like the French people there. Oh no, there's lots of French people in Odin though. As I found, there's a lot of French and German people in there. Every time you go into like a battle or anything, it's just like loads of people speaking in French, which is fine, I guess. I've only really met French people who are bad at the game in-game. When I was at FanFest, I met a few good people who were French who were good at the game, so... It's your luck sometimes, isn't it? So many people playing. I never go human in games. I usually go a dark elf or a cat person. But I'm going to go human this time around. Just because I never actually go one before. So a male or a female. I always play as male usually as well. Some of the French people queue in English because it's faster, and then only speak French. Yeah, it's really irritating. Although I set all the queues to like be any language, so I can play at any time. If you sometimes I get led with Japanese or like other people who don't speak English, and I'm like, yeah, sorry, I don't speak the language. They'd like tell me instructions and what their native tongue is. I think they're abrupt. I don't know if I've been rude on purpose, but they're quite abrupt. I feel like they don't come across as having manners, but I just don't know if that's just the way they are when they speak English. Maybe if we spoke French, they would be more polite. I don't know. I feel like I always try and make excuses for people, but I do find them to be kind of interesting to play with. You either get someone who's really, really good, or you get someone who's really, really bad. They seem to be in between. I never played Lalafell ever. The opening's too big. I'm gonna go. I've heard you talk so much. Yeah, well, I'm trying to explain stuff about the game before I boot it up, because there's a lot of things I need to go over. Definitely Crescent. I'll create another character on Odin at some point. Like I moved everyone off there, but I can create a fresh one. Ah, Scott, how you doing, man? How's things? I didn't know you had a Twitch account. I get back next week. Awesome. Well, give me a shout. Either drop me a Twitch message, or like a DM, or hit me up on Facebook or something, or Twitter, Twitch, and I'll make a character. I'll play them off my downtime on a Wednesday and a Sunday until I get up to speed. What level are you just now? Anyway, you're quite high up now. How did your fishing trip go, Scott? Did you win much? I know your rod broke or something at one point. I see some pictures go up, but oh, and I still get my battle damage when I did the airsoft. I get shot in the finger. I stung for bloody days. Ah, right, okay, that's cool. I've got an Xbox sitting down there somewhere. I play some games on there as well. Mostly I play like Final Fantasy on PS4 and PC because Sony's just got it. If it was on Xbox, it would probably look nicer, so I'd play it on that instead. Level 58 White Mage. Holy crap! You've done well. Okay, I've got a lot to catch up to do then. We were level 70s in UCAP, so it was a disaster. Oh man. That sucks. I didn't really understand what you meant when you said that thing had broke. I didn't know which part of the rod that was. But that sucks, man. Francesco, how are you? How's things? Usually I play Warframe, so apologies, I'm on Final Fantasy today. I'm doing a quick stream to do just to show the game off and show what it's like at start. Right, I'm gonna stick on a human, I think. Trying to learn Scholar and Astrologian, but Astrologian is really difficult though. It's a lot of the magic potency is really low, but they can cast spells really fast. So it's like you can almost like triple hitting people really fast with spells to try and heal everyone. If you can do it well, it's a great job. I can't. I have to use Scholar because I need that fairy helping me. I'm supposed to be able to control them, but I don't know how to do that either. So I'm not a great healer. Right, okay. What race should I go? Anyone get any suggestions? I don't mind picking one random. We got a human. I usually go elves or cat people, but I'll go someone else. Not Lalafell though. Oh, Crescent, come on! Really? If that's the only suggestion, I'll go with it, but God, I hate Lalafells. You love them. Do you know what? Fine, I'll go Lalafell, but only because they'll make cool looking black mages. So that means that's for the job I'm going to pick then. Because a Lalafell tank just looks so weird. Yep, everyone wants Lalafell. God damn it. Fine. What's the difference? There used to be like, see like the stats, the strength, intelligence, dexterity, all that used to actually mean something in the game. It doesn't so much anymore. You can pretty much go any race and do any job. Luminous Eyes. Right, I'll go with the Luminous Eyes guy. Can you make a tall Lalafell? That's not very tall. That's not much smaller either. I don't know. I'll leave it at 50. I'll leave it there, I think. Skin colour. I don't know. Black Mage, probably have pale skin. I see I could spend hours on here like customising stuff. I'll try not to take too long though, because I'm trying to race through this to get into the actual game. What's the hair like in that one? Do you know, that looks kind of cool. That looks kind of cool. I'm gonna go with that. God damn it. Right, okay. Go with that. Go with that. So all Lalafells are chubby by the looks of it. Good grief. My character's 161 points 8 centimeters, which is my exact height. So you're like a Lalafell in real life then? Right, Black Mage, gonna have red eyes. Like to be done. If it's peeking out through the... Let's do that. Eyebrows. Nose. I don't like button noses, like... Ugh. Mouth. Lip colour. We'll make him gothy and we can get black lipstick. Not that you can really tell, but still turned off by what? Holy crap! How small's your Makoti? Did you make her really small then? Ear size. Is that too big? I can give them little moustaches like. Aha! Nah, I'm not doing that though. An earring? Nah. Give them the third eye thing, because that looks mystic, I guess. Let's see. I won't bother with beard, that just looks weird on these guys. No tattoos. Because it looks weird on them too. It's so childlike looking, it's weird to... go with that. Dark. Yeah, it looks kind of black magey, doesn't it? That voice though, god damn it. Yeah, we'll go with that. Doesn't really suit the body, but we'll go with that. I guess we're done. Right. I always set this to my birthday because like I've got no imagination. Let's go with a Disciple of Magic then. Thaumaturge is the predecessor to Black Mage. Louis, look, no, we're not going there. Oh, what? God, I must have put my last character in there last night. We go to Odin then. Do you know what? Heck it. Final Fantasy XIV. Yeah, it's only online. You can't play it offline at all. There is an offline story mode, but it's all done online, so there's not like a way to change that, unfortunately. Wait a minute. Alright, damn, I'm gonna lose this, aren't I? It's not letting me switch. These... Well, I was hoping to stick him on Cerberus, because that's where my main guy is. But I'm not going to be able to, I'm going to have to change. God damn it. Is Odin even accepting new people? Right, let's back out. Can I save? How do I save the creation? I can't, apparently. Oh, there we go. Save appearance data. We'll save it into slot 1. So I can just quickly click it again, that's fine. Right, back we go. Oh. Why isn't it letting me select? Oh, let me take a data center from here. God, that right, I'm going to have to back all the way out. Right, back to light then. Save appearance data and then load that. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Go back to, it's weird, I'm going to go back to the world I just left. Odin, new character. Loads of appearance data. Yep. That one there. Yep. There we go. Wait, what? Just... No! Just go. Right, so... We're back to where we started. Disciple Magic, Thaumaturge, Enter. Phoenix? Oh, come on! Really? Good God. Yeah, I'm not getting on Odin. Odin's not accepting any more people. God damn it. Right, okay, what I'll do then is... I'll back out one more time. It's not going to work. Although... Which one? I had people saying they were on Lich and it was good. Screw it, let's go to Lich. Because what I can do then is, when Odin frees up spaces, I can migrate that character on. Okay. Right, so let me enter a name. What I'm going to call him. Let's try... I'm terrible at making names, by the way. I just pick things from other games that I've played. That's two random words from Warframe that I thought might work well together. So we begin. So as I said, I'm starting this server, but when the other servers free up a little bit after the free trial's finished, I'll move them across to Odin. A Lalafell though, really guys? Really guys? Why? Oh yeah, I'm listening Japanese as well. The subtitles, I apologise, I keep forgetting to use the language back for people. I know you guys sometimes prefer the English language ones. I always prefer the Japanese voice actors in this game, though they're all anime actors that I recognise. Lalas are weird though, because they're fully grown adults, but they appear like children. Like, he could be in his 40s and he still looks like that. I don't know where I put earrings in. Oh, they must be like actual... Must be armour. Look, it's that black hole from the news. It was Heidelin all along. Damn it, Heidelin. Arska, how you doing? Streaming Final Fantasy, as you can see. I'm starting off a new character because of partially because I'm doing a promo, and also because I want people to kind of see from the start. Because where I'm in the game right now, I'm pretty far on, and people don't get to see the stuff that happened before, and you can't replay the story beats. My kitties are good, actually. They were in here with me a minute ago, but they've gone upstairs for a sleep, I think. They just not long had their breakfast, so they're having a sleep. See, that's the one thing, the Lalafells do make decent looking black mages. They look like the kind of historically accurate ones from the other Final Fantasy games. There's actually a VV setup you can use that kind of makes you look exactly like the one from Final Fantasy IX. Oh, should I read stuff out? I guess I will, just in case anyone can't see it. So hey you! I don't do too many different voices. I'll just let you know. Just as like one voice with different tones because I can't do accents. You all right, lad? Explode all things, heck yeah. We were moaning something fierce there for a while. I've just transposed words. Feeling the effects of the ether, I reckon. You'll get used to it though, don't worry. The graphics are super nice in this game. Even now, and it's pretty old at this point, and it still looks that nice. They're constantly updating it all, making it look good. You there, halt! What's all this about? Inspection, men, search the carriage. Could be better remove the wisdom tooth yesterday. Oh god! Your right cheek is swollen. Oh, I feel your pain. I had to get two taken out about 3 years ago, and I actually got... They couldn't get the second one out, so they had to keep pulling at it, and they literally almost had to like their foot up on my neck trying to get the thing off, and you were wiggling it, and she's like, I may have to get this surgically removed, so they cut my gum open and still couldn't get it out. So I had to get the other dentist in, and he came in, and he eventually got it out, but he broke my jaw. So he was like, I was so doped up in like drugs at that point, because like they'd been constantly injecting my gum, and they're like, see when this wears off, you're really going to feel it. And I was like, that's fine. So I went home, about an hour later it started to wear off, and I was like, oh god. I didn't realise at the time they hadn't cleaned the infection properly, and I got dry root. So then I had to go back there and get like these super strong pain meds. And I was drifting around for about a week. I couldn't eat anything properly. My jaw was completely knackered. I couldn't open it more than a couple of centimetres. It was horrific. So I feel your pain. I know exactly how sore that is. And I wouldn't wish that on anyone. It's better when it heals. It's better than having the pain, the ongoing pain constantly with the throbbing in your head and stuff. And you will feel better in the long run, but God, I wouldn't wish that on anyone. Francisco, it is not a free game, you have to pay a subscription, but you can play for free up to level 35, so you could conceivably you can get 8 characters, and you can just level 8 people up to level 35 and just play that way. They always do, like, every now and again you get like a free month here or there. If you have Twitch Prime, you should have a free month within there. All you have to do is link your Final Fantasy account to the Twitch Prime account, and you'll get a full free month of the full game. I had to get stitches, yeah, me too, it sucked. They said it was the hardest one he'd removed. I think you and me get the bad luck then. Another streamer, that I watched, she had to get the same thing done, but she lives in Canada, so she didn't get the free health insurance, so she had to actually go and pay for it, and it was over $1,000 to get it pulled out, which, not only have you get the pain in your tooth, the pain in your wallet as well. Ouch. I had dental insurance when I went, because I was working for the bank at the time, so I got all the bad stuff done at that point. I'm currently not got any insurance. I should probably get some just in case, because I get another cavity up here. It's all that coke I drink. I'm just an honest peddler, friends, so don't be too disappointed if you don't find nothing, eh? But yes, that she sucks in your mouth. Mend your torque, old man, lest I... Torque? Mend your tongue, old man, lest I cut it out. This guy's not very nice. Sir, look! Somnus! Honest peddler, was it? Since when do honest peddlers deal in prohibited herbs? You're in a lot of trouble, old man. You'll rot in a dungeon till the end of your days, unless you can afford the fine. Heh, business as usual. Ah! Amalja, to arms! So that's one of the beast tribes in the game. You get a whole bunch of them. These are the big lizard-looking ones that worship the primal Ifrit, which is the big fire-breathing demon. 7 hells! Consider this a warning. Now go, all of you. Those 2 twins sitting next to me, they're important. I won't tell you why, but they're important. But yeah, Francesco, if you've got like Twitch Prime, you should have a month free of the game to play. If you do, look me up in Cerberus. Shoot me a DM over later if you're wanting to play, and I'll help you out in the early stages. I can craft all armour and stuff, so I can craft you some clothes. Phew, that kind of excitement ain't good for the heart. You be careful round them brass blades. Lad, bastards will have the shirt off your back if they fancy it. Look, like common bandits they are, only less honest. Thank the gods for sending some beastmen for the rescue, eh? Hey, seeing as you're still got a long ride ahead, you mind keeping me company till we arrive? Them young'uns don't care much for conversation, see? I should say as well, a lot of the later games cutscenes are actually voiced, there's just a few in between that are not. Brent's the name and peddling's my trade. And judging by the unusual garments, I'd wager you're one of them new adventurers. I knew it! Going wherever the wind blows, seeking fortune and glory, that's what I call living. So long as you can avoid dying, I mean, ain't no secret that adventuring's a risky business these days especially. What was it first attracted you to it? Oh, Black Mage, so I'm going to say the power thing, I think. To gain power. Power! As in, power to do good? Like protecting the weak and fighting? For what's right and all that? Aye, I thought that's what you meant. Well, adventurers do go up for a lot of fighting, that's for sure. You'll never be short of a chance to polish your warcraft in the adventuring business. When you arrive in town, you'll best enroll at the Adventurers Guild. They'll set you in the right path. And it wouldn't hurt to join a guild either. Alda's home to a few. Do you fancy learning how to fight with a sword, your fists, and even spells? You should think about seeking one out. Just remember though, there's more important things than fortune and glory, such as breathing. Ain't no profit in being dead, and that's a fact. By the by, this is your first trip to Alda? No, I've been here another body. But of course it ain't. Still, maybe, as this is journeyed itinerant, there are a few new things to teach you about your destination. Alda's ruled by Sultana in name, but most folk know the Syndicate holds all the real power. Them and their monetarist cronies will happily get rid of her grace altogether, but that won't happen while she commands the loyalty of the Royalists, and the Royalists are nothing if not loyal. These factions have long fought over power, throwing their weight of the wealth against each other, and show no sign of stopping. Visions go flash. Oh my god, I got my glasses. Of course, the Lizard Men, that's the Amalja, don't care less about the Aldan politics. They have their own interests, see, and they ain't afraid to use force to serve them. They say war's the gift to peddlers, need breeding profit, and that it shames me to say I'm inclined to agree. Ah, at long last. Behold, Alda, jewel of Thanalan, where folk turn sand into gold. Yeah, if you ever think you're getting a toothache or a little bit of a cavity, get it checked right away. This is always my city-state in-game. I'm waiting for Ishgard to become available. This is the start of the game, there's not a huge amount of stuff to go over yet. I'll take you through it as best I can. If you've got any questions as I'm playing, let me know. And here's where we part ways, lad. I'm off to the markets to deliver my wares, then it's on to the high road for me. Here, I want you to have this, by way of thanks for putting up with me prattle. You never did tell me your name though, but here's an idea. Become this sort of storied personage I can brag about having met and we'll consider as square. Depending on which city you pick as well, it's depending on what class you go. So obviously black mages come from Alda. If I was to go like a warrior, they would come from Limsa Laminsa, which is more of a pirate state, like it's made up of battleships and stuff. If I'd picked a conjurer or a white mage, I'd ended up in Gridania, which is more of a kind of forest area that's all covered in grass and tree huts and tree houses. This is more my speed. But again, Ishgard is much nicer. I just can't live there yet because it's not a city state. But it is going to be next expansion. Hurrah! I currently live in Kogani. Look, they walk so weird. Like move their whole arms and their whole body at the same time, like we robots. Man Morrigan, where are you? I feel like Willow or something. Oi, Venture, over here. Aye, I mean you. Fresh off the carriage by any chance, eh? How can I tell? Heh. Name's Wyman's, and the business is known every bugger else's. Now then, what if I was to offer you some invaluable advice by way of welcome to our fair city? Free of charge. Even just this once, like. I forgot about all these starter quests. There's actually a whole bunch of things to kind of get people up to speed. Welcome to Alder, the shining beacon of prosperity rising from the deserts of Thanalan. Please select the control scheme you wish to choose. Gamepad. Yada yada, I know that stuff. Right. Play Final Fantasy Lodestone, play guide. The Lodestone is... so the Lodestone's... It's the main webpage for Final Fantasy XIV. It basically has all the news on it. All the upcoming events. Any changes to policies. And you can actually see, you can view your character as well. Yeah... I couldn't think of a name to call them, so I just picked like the first thing to come into my head. Usually I sit and think for a good 2 or 3 hours for a name and like what I'm going to make a character like. I didn't think I had time to do that today, so I thought I'd just... What came into my head first? The Lotus. Don't need that. Right, don't need that. Okay. Right, first thing I need to do is... That spell's in the wrong damn place. That should go there. No, that shouldn't. Fire should go there. Blizzard should... Should maybe go there. Right. The little shrub above my name, that is indicator to other players that I'm a new player, and it should give me a easier time and not be bad and be an ass to me, but people do that anyway. Oh my goodness, right, these are all like tutorials on how to play the game. I just need to do that. 'Tis plain to anyone with eyes that you don't know your way around here. Pon Tony, I've been here many times. If I let you go wandering off near the nearest dark alley, you're certain to get mugged, or worse, and I don't want that on my conscience. So before you do anything else, we'll want to head over to the quicksand and speak with Momode? She's the master of the Adventurers Guild and can set you off on the right path. I should have made a typo with Lotus as well. That's probably why it didn't tell me the name had already been taken, because I spelt it wrong. Just take these steps over yonder and pass through the double doors, you'll find her inside. And that's as much you're getting for free. Good luck with the adventure, adventurer. Well, gee, thanks. I kind of worked out my own. Jackass. Oh, God. Right, okay. So that's my weapon just now. This game actually looks really nice and sharp on my PC monitor. I usually play on PS4, and I've not been playing in 4K because I've got a problem with my capture card only supporting 1080p resolutions. This looks real nice. I get it. I figured it could have been a kind of dark blood substance and me being a black mage. It kind of worked. Why hello there, who might you be? If you're looking to join the Adventurers Guild, you've come to the right place. Name's Momode, and I own this fine establishment if it please you. I also manage the Adventurers Guild here in Alda, so you might say that looking after green adventurers like yourself is my vocation. And lucky for you, that is. Without someone like me to steer you right, you'd soon find yourself in the middle of nowhere, caught up in a business you don't understand. It should be condescending because I'm really small. Like a conflict with the Amalja, for example. They've been plaguing the Sultanate for nigh on, forever now. Then there's the Garlean Empire. None can say for sure what they're plotting these days, only that they are. Aye, the people drink and make merry, but underneath it all there's worry and a lingering feeling of loss. And little wonder, it scarce been 5 years since the Lesser Moon cracked open like a giant egg, releasing an abomination intent on turning the realm into the 8th hell. So much was lost in the blink of an eye. It was like the end of the world had come at last. But then things began to get foggy. Everyone's got their own version of what happened next. Some of them, 2 or 3. You'd think people would remember something like that, but the fact is, they don't. Nobody does. There is one thing the survivors agree on, though. The part played by a band of adventurers who laid down their lives for their realm that wasn't their own. They fought valiantly, and like so many others, they never returned. Deeds worth remembering, I'm sure you'll agree. It's a shame our recollections of those brave heroes are as jumbled as those of the Calamity itself. Whenever we try to recall their faces to mind, it's like they're standing between us in the midday sun, permanently silhouetted. I'll bet that sounds poetic to you, doesn't it? Well, it's not, it's bloody infuriating. But even if we can't remember them, we'll not let them be forgotten, and so we call them the Warriors of Light. And they'll forever stand as shining examples of what adventurers can achieve. That's why I welcome new arrivals like yourself to our fair city. All I ask is that you lend a helping hand and try to save Alda in a better state than you'll found her. If you can promise that, I'd be happy to let you join the guild. Alright then, I promise a promise now. I'm counting on you to help put the past behind us. We need people working and spending and bickering like the old days. And a happy and prosperous Alda means more business for the quicksand too. Any road, let's make it official. Go ahead and write your name in the register, neat as you can. My writing's terrible, thankfully it's not me writing my name there. Apparently I can't spell Lotus properly. Kuva Lotus? Well, ain't that a charming name? Just rolls off the tongue, it does. See? See? She likes it. Alright, Master Lotus, on behalf of the Adventurers Guild, I officially... Please, sir, be merciful. 12 is my witness, I swear to you. I'll bring you the money. In the East, it is said that even a merciful god might be driven to vengeance if thrice blasphemed. Be grateful if you were given a 4th chance to offend. You two, attend to the scum. No, please, mercy. Well, ain't that a sorry sight? Nor an uncommon one, if I'm honest. Don't worry though, if you work hard, I doubt you'll end up like him. Just the same, if you ever need a bit of advice about one thing or another, pay me a visit. Just don't go bothering me every time you stub your bloody toe, alright? Of course, I do enjoy hearing all the gentlemen's woes with the womenfolk from time to time. Any road, welcome to Alda, Kuva. Take a moment to catch your breath. I'll teach you a little bit about our fair city. There's a lot of story. But a lot of it is you go and do things to find the stuff out. That's the introduction done. So now the true quest. So like you get quest markers above people's heads. There's not a lot around just now, but that one with a little kind of fiery bits around it, that's a main quest. The side quests will be similar, but they'll be little smaller icons. I'll show you like a side quest when I find one. That's too small. That's better. So let's pick up a main quest. This will send us on our way to start getting our skills. Before you go charging off to find your fortune, I have a few basic tasks I'd like to perform so as to help you get to know the place. First of all, I want to visit the Aetherite Plaza. I cannot speak today at all. I'd like to visit the Aetherite Plaza. To get there, head west here until you reach the Emerald Avenue. Then look to the north. You'll see a giant floating crystal called an Aetherite. If it weren't for Aetherites, travelling around to Eorzea would be a damn sight more troublesome than it is, because you'll still need to attune with them before you can use them. So be sure to do that be sure to do that with the one in the plaza. You've never attuned to an Aetherite before, Kuva. If not, just lay your hand on the thing and you'll see what I mean. When you've done that, I want to pay a visit to the Thaumaturgy Guild over at Arzaneth Osuri. Assuming this scepter ain't just for show, you might consider training there. And finally, I want to visit the Sapphire Avenue Exchange over on the steps of Thal. Goods from all across Eorzea and beyond turn up there every day. You'll have no trouble finding armour, weapons, or anything else a fledgling adventurer like you might need. You might say that everything's for sale here and all that, as long as you've got the guild. Just make sure you don't pay more than you ought, Kuva. There's plenty There's plenty as won't scruple to swindle unsuspecting foreigners like yourself, especially if they think no one's looking out for their best interests. Which is why I'm giving you this letter. When you visit the exchange to find a gentleman named Sisroka and give it to him, he'll be happy to tell you about the markets once he's read it. In short then, visit the Aetherite Plaza, the Thaumaturges Guild and Sapphire Avenue Exchange. Simple. Oh, but before you go, there's one word of advice. Well, there's more than a few unsavoury kites out there who look to take advantage of you. There are also some honest-to-goodness problems that you should consider offering a helping hand to. A lot of folk are lured to the side by the promise of wealth and power. What many have not realised is that instead of chasing after guilt the moment they get here, they ought to be making friends. It's true of any situation, I guess. Let it be known that you're willing to give as much as you get, and opportunities will come your way. Speaking of which, you should speak with the smith over yonder. These lads always have good advice for up-and-coming adventurers. Otherwise, that's it from me. It's past time for you to get going. Oh, and let me know when you're finished, will you? That way I don't spend my days worrying. Well, the smiths are new. They give you like starter armour. They never used to be in the game, so they've just been added kind of in the last couple of years. You're down to small clothes with a guild to your name. So they give you like starter armour, which is really useful. It levels with you a little bit. To run around and just your... You don't really need it, but it does make it easier. So that's being accepted the quest. I have 3 things to do. So as you collect quests, they appear down the side there. I've got 3 things to do there, but there is plenty of other things I need to do too. God damn it. Right, okay. He gives... This is where you repair your armour. Over time your armour takes damage. This little guy here will repair it. That little thing floating there is a minion. You get that for like... You get it for drops when you fight bosses and stuff. Greetings, I am one of the smiths, a stoker of fires and forger of futures, a dedicated member of the Adventurers Guild. I have been entrusted with the task of providing assistance to new adventurers. I see you have recently taken up the adventurer's mantle. The possibility of stretching out must be positively daunting. In the Adventurers Guild, we'll see you adventurers as fledgling heroes. You are our champions of tomorrow, our nascent stars of limitless potential. My fellow smiths and I are here to provide you with guidance, but the guild also enlists a cadre of veteran adventurers who will be happy to share with you their accumulated wisdom. You can recognise these helpful men and women by the title of mentor. I'm actually a mentor as well, my other character. Mentors stand ready to advise you on any aspect of adventuring. So basically, he will give you like... Yeah. Right, so that he's basically just told me stuff, but basically he is the stuff you get from doing the quests he gives you will give you like better armor and stuff. But let's go and see the city a little bit. So it's Easter, so as you can see, these Easter eggs, an Easter event somewhere. I should probably do that with my main character at some point soon. That is a summoner. You can tell by the wings. That's women again. So, how are you taking to Aldakuva? Making any new friends in high places yet? Ha! Well, when you have the Sultan's ear one day, I hope you won't have forgotten about old women's. Long as you're here, mayhap you can do me a favour. Take this missive to Josias at the Platinum Mirage. It's just over yonder, and the man will give you some gil for your trouble. If only all working site was easy, eh? There's some music. Yeah, it's the event music. So, like at Halloween, it's a Halloween theme that plays. This is just like the Easter egg. It's called Hatching Tide, but it's pretty much Easter. It only plays when you go to certain areas. I feel weird being this small. I feel like I'm moving really slowly. Jajakuta! Tell me what brings you here, friends. Looking for a bit of work, perhaps? Some small job to add a little weight to that coin purse of yours, huh? Well, you're in luck. The pugilists have just placed an order with me for several leather gloves and harnesses that use for sparring. But the traders are cruel, for I found myself lacking the hides required. Would that I had the pelts of a few snapping shrews. What say you, friend, Come to help a merchant down his luck? Bring me 5 snapping shrew pelts. So this is the basic fetch quest. I have to go and kill 5 of those animals. It'll give me like a drop that I can bring back. So this is the kind of typical MMO type stuff. Oh, hang on, I have to go in here. Now you can change job at any time once you reach level 15, I think it is. What's this? Hey you, I saw you looking at me. You got something to say, huh? No, well I do. You know, the latter? Short, broke, never pays his woes, what he owes. Yeah, that bleeding whore, son. Tell him to pay up, or I swear by the 12 I'll beat him so hard it'll feel like the second coming in Dalamud. If I see that little shite's face, I'll end up pounding him into a bloody pulp. Like as not. So you go and tell him. I forgot to say shite a lot in this game. Do you have business with the Platinum Mirage this morning? A missive from Wymond? Alright then, let's have a look. Bird is barren, let the fowls feast. Sigh, so it goes. Oh this? Well you see the guild is often contracted to provide protective services. Unfortunately for this particular petitioner, Wymond's investigation has revealed his finances to be wanting. Maybe adventurers like you don't mind working for free, but we have a business to run. I myself have 4 mouths to feed, so this bird will have to fend for himself, I'm afraid. And I got some coin for it and everything. Yeah, I'm going to go to the Conjurer's Guild. I'm going to work my way all the way up and all the way back again. There's that guy there. Oh, gods be good. Gilther's goon. Alright, I'll give back the gil I owe, I swear it. But no more beatings, I beg you. I'll get both. Look, I haven't got the gil to hand, but I do have this ring. And ain't much to look at, but I'm sure it'll fetch a high price. It was my dear departed mum's wedding ring. God rest her soul. But she'll understand. Show it to my manny over at the ossuary and you'll get your coin. I had to go there anyway, so that's fortuitous. The place doesn't always look this shiny and bright and colourful, it's only because it's Easter is approaching. Look at all these new people. Look at all these new folks just hanging around. Greetings adventurer, what brings you to that place? You wish to sell this heirloom on behalf of Didilata? Very well, it is most fortunate with such drastic measures must be taken, and doubly when the item in question is a fake, and such a gaudy, poorly wrought one. Also, do you know what our appraisals are not free? Normally this fee is subtracted from the agreed value. Also, alas, considering the negligible value of the ring, I'm afraid you would still owe us. However, this is a rather unusual circumstance. We shall waive the fee this once. No need to concern yourself with the bauble. I will personally see to its disposal. Let's take... So this is the bit... Oh my goodness. This is the guild receptionist. Welcome to the Thaumaturge's Guild. It is fate that has guided your steps here this day, friend. I say that you harbour arcane ambitions, though your journey has scarcely begun. Within these hallowed halls, the arts of devastation are taught, primeval magics, with which to bring about an enemy's ruin. If you join our ranks and wield such power, you must needs know of our beginnings. The nation of Alda inherited its traditions from the ancient Belladia, a city founded by the descendants of the first mages. The secrets of these illustrious sorceresses were ultimately entrusted to the priests of the Order of the Naladthal, who have passed them down from generation to generation ever since. Focused and refined over the centuries, for use in Order's rich funeral rites, the arcane magics of our ancestors eventually emerged as the art we know as thaumaturgy. A freezing blizzard to halt corruption, a raging fire to cleanse the corpse, a bolt of lightning to expel the sins of mortal life. The Twimers employed in the preparation of the dead are equally efficacious, I can't even say these words, when applied to the living. It is for that reason that we feared and respected in equal measure. Thus does our guild thrive. Ensconced in the catacombs of Arzanath Osere, a sanctuary devoted to Thal, divine arbiter of the afterlife. What say you then, adventurer? If you play the abyssal depths of thaumaturgy, let our learned sages guide your descent. But you must leap into the darkness. You must prove to our guildmasters you are possessed of the spiritual fortitude necessary to look upon that which waits therein. When you're ready to submit to your judgment of our most eminent mages, say the word. Well, adventurer, will you join our guild, or do you presume to ignore the urgings of an impatient destiny? A wise decision indeed. To prepare for your initiation, I would have you study the volumes of fundamental thaumaturgical principle, all 108 of them. Or at least I would if such requirements had not been abolished. Too great a deterrent to fresh novices, they said. I suppose you just have to settle for calling upon the collective wisdom of our guildmasters. We have 5, you see, all brothers of the same house. But they all wield supreme authority. It's the eldest who provides a singular voice for the guild when it is required. Master Kokoyepi, I believe. Even she can't pronounce the bloody names. Right, let's put that. I thought I put my shield there, didn't I? I could have sworn. Oh, hang on. Oh no, I need to do the quest to get the shields. Fine. Fine. So in the game, you get really at the start. When you start off at first, you have two main quests you do. You do the quest to get your class and your job skills up, and you do the quest for the main storyline. There's also a whole bunch of stuff in between, but you don't need to concentrate on that right now. Whoa! What? Oh, that's Dal's teeth, man. Did your mother never tell you not to startle a thaumaturge? Look at the expectant face, Coco Biogo. The gentleman is obviously a new occupant to the guild seeking an audience with her eldest brother. Oh, Prelat. How do you say that word? Prelati? Yayake. She can recite 307 verses of funeral rites for the virtuous has fallen from memory, but the simple task of keeping her name straight seems ever beyond her grasp. Well, no wonder their names are bloody difficult to pronounce. Well, I for one find the constant confusion endlessly entertaining. My apologies, good sir. My merriment was not meant to mock your mistake. It's your sibling, Koko Buke, with whom you should speak. What's this? Great Thal has led us a new aspirant. Ah, Kokobuki, were you here the entire time? Greetings, child. I am Kokobuki, the eldest, and I would venture to say the wisest of all of the 5 masters of the Thaumaturge's Guild. It is my solemn duty to furnish our would-be initiates with a sufficient understanding of our beloved art. Thus, I would have your fullest attention. To wield thaumaturgy is to unleash devastation of the highest magnitude. The lethal force of our spells far exceeds the destructive capability of any other form of arcane manipulation. Fire, lightning, blizzards, somnolence. The thaumaturges call upon an expansive arsenal of offensive incarnations to incapacitate and obliterate all manner of adversaries. Open your mind to our sorcery's teachings, and you too shall hold unparalleled power of our discipline in the palm of your hand. Of course, such power has a price. You must be willing to plunge headfirst into the forbidding chasm of thaumaturgy's secrets. For advancement in this art comes only with the completion of deadly and terrible trials. I ask you now, aspirant, are you prepared to leap into the abyss in pursuit of power unrivaled? Yeah, why not? Why not? A confident response, your name if you will. Very well, Kuva, let us mark your initiation with a trial to test the limits of your aptitude for channeling thaumaturgy. Huge hornets, star mammoths, and snapping shrews inhabit the land in abundance. Exercise the sorcerer's might and slay 3 of each of these creatures before returning to my side. Fetch quests. God damn it. So you spend a lot of this first part of the game just gathering quests and then a lot of them all appear in the same place, so... Oh nice, a hat. I am Erasmus, the Order of Nalthal, and I am charged with studying the anatomy of this region's fauna and the environs in which they dwell. For the dark heart of the Order is death itself, and power over death can only come through knowledge of life. One day I shall publish my findings in a single comprehensive volume, The Many Breaths of Thanalan, but there is much work to be done before that day. Aid me, brother, bring me 5 bottles of marmot blood, and perhaps I shall name you in a footnote. Marmots are hardy creatures that thrive nigh anywhere. You will most certainly find them outside the city in the western Thanalan by way of the Gate of the Sultana. Do take care, they can be feisty little creatures when threatened. So slowly but surely, I should probably... use this etherite. So these crystals means I can teleport around the city. There's dotted around the city at all the kind of major places. The moment I've only uncovered that one, but the more I find, the more I can use. So I can start teleporting around the place as much as I need to. There's someone there. How can Osiri demand such exorbitant contributions every single moon? It's outrageous, I tell you. Don't they understand that a woman has needs? How do they expect me to pay for rouge and sun-silk dresses and feed my marmot? Oh, if only they had the foresight to marry a more ambitious man. This is all his fault. If he just worked harder and showed more initiative, surely he would be rewarded, maybe even promoted. If things don't improve, it won't be long before I join the beggars in Peril Lane. Save me from this cruel fate, I beg of you. Speak to my husband, Bobo Nima, and find a way to motivate him. You should find him at the Colosseum entrance, wearing one of the ridiculous outfits. Working my way back down again. I am Bob Menina. Congratulations, you found the world's worst husband. That's if you believe that Harpy I have for a wife. She never cooks, she never cleans, she just gallivants around spending my hard-earned money. And now I see she's speaking ill of me to bloody strangers. Well, if your hell's bent on mending my affairs, you can assist me in taking some of these Franz the Fair flyers, posting them around the walls inside the Colosseum. I've got a long day ahead of me starting out here, so it won't be getting to it anytime soon. When you finish, go and tell Wolken at the Gladiators Guild. He should give you something for your trouble. Do that later. I've got other things down here to do first. So you see, I'm not short of quests now. Right, the crystal. That's not the crystal. Crystal's down here. There's a whole bunch of. Let me just quickly show you. But if you go into classes, you can see all the jobs that are here. So your tanking classes, Gladiator, Marauder and Dark Knight, are the ones who wield big weapons and take all the hate in a fight. They're supposed to keep you guys safe, which are either DPSing or healing. The healers down here, Conjurer, Scholar, Astrologian, they keep you alive. So if you're fighting, these guys are supposed to take all the hate. These guys will mostly be keeping that person alive. Because if that person if the tank dies, everyone gets murdered. The melee DPS is what it sounds like. You just want to do damage, high damage. Pugilist, Lancer, Rogue, and Samurai. Pugilist becomes Monk, Lancer becomes Dragoon, Rogue becomes Ninja. They are. You usually get 2 of them in a party, and then 1 tank and 1 healer. But there's a whole bunch of DPS. You obviously get ranged as well, which is Archer who becomes Bard, and Machinist who stays Machinist. Thaumaturge, which becomes Black Mage, Arcanist, which splits into 2, become one. You can either become a Scholar or a Summoner. Red Mage, Blue Mage. Red Mage is uses a mixture of Black and White Mage powers. Blue Mage is the enemy skills job, which learns the skills of the enemies you fight. Blue Mage is a limited class. It cannot be used with all dungeon crawls. It's its own thing. It's a single player mode effectively, and it came from the last expansion. There's going to be more of those in the way apparently. Oh, sorry, also there is crafting jobs. So if you see here, Carpenter, Blacksmith, Armourer, Goldsmith, Leatherworker, Weaver, Alchemist, Culinarian, Fisher, Botanist and Miner. The ones on the right mostly gather the stuff you need for the ones on the left. So these are gatherers, these are actually crafters. Carpenter can build like wood stuff, like mostly furniture, like shoes and stuff. Blacksmith makes armour. So does the armourer. Blacksmith and the armourer are kind of interchangeable. They both do very similar things. But the blacksmith usually does swords and weapons, offensive weapons, whereas the armourer does the actual armour itself. Goldsmith creates rings, earrings, necklaces. The Leatherworker creates kind of. Them and Weaver are kind of similar. They both create like cloth materials. Leatherworker tends to be for like classes like Ninja, that physical DPS. Weaver makes stuff for like Black Mages and White Mages, like kind of cloth materials. Alchemist usually makes things like enchanted stuff. Like you can craft music scrolls and stuff with them, but that's not the main role. The main role is mostly like, oh, I can't remember what the last thing I made about an alchemist, like potions and like stuff, like other materials for like crafting other things, like fuel and stuff. And culinary makes food, which is a very useful one. I usually start working on Weaver and Carpenter because you can make your own black mage clothes that way in your weapons for the first 20 to 25 levels. But I won't be doing that this playthrough. Oh, I was going to go into the crystal, wasn't I? So this thing in here is the main aetheryte crystal. This is the one, you'll find this in every main city. It's the biggest of the crystals, you'll see it there. Once you've attuned to this, it means you can teleport to that city from anywhere on the map for a fee. You can also access the internal aetheryte, which means you can teleport to all the smaller ones. Hail adventure, might you have come to the behest of Miss Momodi of the Quicksand? Excellent, which brings us to the matter of your attunement fee. That will be 100,000 gil if you please, sir. Apologies, but I do relish the opportunity to make that jest. The look in your face was absolutely priceless, but the fact that you were so easily deceived suggests to me that you're unfamiliar with the use of aetherites. Allow me to explain. These crystalline agglomerations trap into the ethereal energies and are primarily used as a means to travel swiftly from one place to another. It's just fast travel, basically. Perchance, have you heard of return and teleport? Well, these transportation spells make direct use of aetherites and their connection to the flow of ether. Given that it's an aetherite in almost every corner of Eorzea, any adventurer with a mind to explore the realm will wish to seek out and attune themselves to each and every one. But even if you have no intention of wandering beyond Sultana's borders, it would be prudent of you to attune yourself to the aetherites you encounter from now on. I pray you found some of that informative. Should you wish to learn more about the aetherite or transportation magic, I should be happy to answer your questions. So now I can return there from anywhere on the map if I get in danger and I need to get out quickly. Oh, where am I going? So now I need to go to the markets. There's a crystal up here I'm going to tune to real quick. My delivery moogles are where you get your stuff in game that you get from like pre-order and stuff or taking part in. I thought it was a crystal up here. Oh wait a minute, there's one just outside the Adventurers Guild, that's what I'm thinking of. There's Chocobo stables over there. I don't have the right level yet to train or use the Chocobo, but I can use fast travel with a Chocobo right now if I discover the... Let's tune to this. There we go. So let's go to... Let's see... Did I get my staff yet? My staff, my shield? No, clearly not. Right, so we need to go and kill some stuff to get some of these missions done, to gain some levels. I've only got ice magic just now, but as I progress I will learn more and more magic spells. I know how to battle, goddammit. See the little yellow dots, little gold dots. The yellow dots are... The little yellow dots are enemies. The little gold ones are main enemies, like for our main quest lines. The yellow ones, they're just for like the... Wait a minute, that's not the right place. Oh, how do I usually set this stuff up? Just so long as I had to set this up for first, right? This stuff needs to go, because I don't want this here. Right, so it should be... Ice should be... there. Obviously, when playing PC, you can just use the mouse to click on them. You can actually spell gauges, like the cut. Hang on. So the crossbar that I've got down here that I'm using that's got spells, it's got one spell on it. That can be changed for PC versions. So you've just got like a big line of spells you can just click on with your mouse. Some people like that better. Not me. Oh yeah, I'm on fire now. Maybe it's that one. Right, so that's order they normally appear in, but usually I don't have ice up there, I usually have fire. I do have fire, but I can put ice down there normally. Right, so Astral Umbral is an important part of Black Mages, but this is specifically and unique to Black Mages. So you don't have to worry about learning this for any other class. Every class has its own way of fighting and its own techniques, like with ninjas and dragoons, they all have their own very specific fighting styles. So the dragoons and ninjas will 2 seconds. Dragoons and ninjas will like use combos that are you have to be behind or in front of someone to use. All moves kind of link together in some way. At this stage it won't matter too much, but for Black Mages it's important. You've got a limited magic gauge. So you see the magic down here, MP. I've got 140 just now. That'll be much higher when I gain skills later on, but at the moment it's only 140. If I use nothing but fire, nothing but ice, that will wear down. I need to switch between them, so I'll show you for now. So if I use fire first of all, this probably won't work very well to start with, but and I switch to ice now. It'll make my next attack weaker, but you also notice I'll get MP back. See how the MP went back there. So I've not got the move yet. There's a move called Transpose, which switches between them so you can keep your stacks. So I'll show you that just shortly, because that'll be the next thing to show up. Obviously, the more I cast fire, the stronger it gets, but it also eats some MP. Get some MP back for the loadout. It'll make more sense when I get some more spells. Yeah, finished that quest. Get some snapping shrews now. Some shrews down this way. I need to be careful because I'm at a low level right now. I can aggro a lot of enemies, so if I get too close to an enemy that's the same level or stronger than me, and it's got the nature of attempting to kill me, they will gather around me and start trying to murder me. Also, if you attack an enemy near another enemy, that can be bad as well. Obviously, because I've got a little timer there, it says bonus. That's because I'm killing things in a lot of time. If I continue to do that, the bonus will stack, and I'll get more experience. Whereas if I stop and start, I'll lose experience points. Again, not super important when you're just starting out, but it helps you level faster without it. I've done that quest. As you can see in the side there, the quests I've done go green, which means I can hand them in. The ones that are greyed out mean I've done part of them, but I've still got another part to do. So I need to... Well, look at my duty actually, this is how you find out how far you are with quests. So I'm looking for... What did she say that place was again? I also need to go through that way, that's fine. These things, little blue circles around them, they're called fates. They're open world battles that anyone can join. They're good for gaining experience, but they're also pretty difficult. Oh, that's weird. This used to be. I thought this would all be covered up. If you join a fate on your own, you're probably going to die. Because at this level, you're not strong enough to do it. You're supposed to join fates for like 5 or 6 people. You don't even have to join a party with them. You just have to be the right level for it. And you'll all gain experience if you kill the thing together. The more hits you do, the more damage you do, the better your experience points and rewards. They're a good way of leveling up if you want to quickly gain a little bit of experience to get to that, to top your level to the next level. It's not a great way to just fully level. You're better doing dungeons for that, which I haven't unlocked yet. Dungeons are locations that are preset. I'll take you through them just shortly. I'll take you through a dungeon. I'm running short on time now, but I'll take you through one just to show you before I go what a dungeon looks like and what it's made up of. As a black mage, I'll be mostly at the back of the room, like just doing some damage. But you'll see the tank in their role, you'll see the white mages in their roles. I'll give you an idea of what a party makeup looks like. If you go with if you make a party yourself, and as well with friends or colleagues or whatever, like you can just go in with any makeup. If you go through party finding, you must have one tank, one healer, and 2 DPS. Back already, are you? Come, let's see what you've bought. Exceptional, these are fine shrew pelts indeed. Well done, my friend. The Pugilist Guild is among my largest clients. I fear they would come to pass had this order had delayed any longer. Take this, you've more than earned it. Right, so that's what I need. I need this. A Disciple of War is somebody who doesn't use magic. While the one that's just all classes, that's what I need to use at the moment. I'm not level 5 yet though. I always forget how to get into the location I'm trying to get into, it's fine. I'm going to hand these quests in to get my level up a little bit. Now we have an experience boost there for doing that, so that's always good. If you get too many quests, what you'll find is some of them will disappear and only appear when you get room on your thing to show, but they'll all be active all the time regardless. The blood, have you brought it? Yes, this will serve nicely. By virtue of your toil, I am one step closer to publishing the Many Breaths of Thanalan, thank you. Take this as recompense. Go now and may the trader smile upon you. So I get to level 5, also nice close to put on. Some spells can only be learned from the Guildmaster, some spells you'll learn naturally as you progress, so you have to keep doing the quests regardless. You have satisfied the look of a mage who has utterly vanquished his foes, Kuva. I formally welcome you to the Brotherhood of Thaumaturge. The purpose of the trial was to gauge your capacity for wielding thaumaturgy, an innate quality that the limits of which are bound to the level of etheric energy flowing through your physical being. Ether, the very stuff of life, exists within all creatures, living creatures to a greater or lesser extent. Remember this, for it is the most basic law of arcane manipulation. Now I have a tome here that shall serve you as a hunting log. As the name suggests, its pages can be filled with records of enemies you slay. The log also contains the names of such adversities you will challenge and improve your skills as a thaumaturge. As your expertise grows, so shall you deserve your thaumaturgical endurance. The wellspring of your magical might will swell in response to moments of extreme terror and duress. When you find yourself seeking a greater challenge, when next you crave the thrill of exquisite fear, that is when you shall know that the time has come for you to visit me once more. So, okay, perfect. The hunting log is another way to gain experience. You go and hunt. That has got so many pages, I'll show you actually. So if I go look in here. So, hunting log shows you, say like it's got 3 ladybugs. If I kill 3 of those, I get 75 experience points. If I kill 3 of those, I get 180 experience points. And if I get all that finished, I get 2,500. So, you'll notice some become stronger as you go. It's worth finishing them because you do get like a ring as a reward that gives it's got decent stats when you do it. It is possible to never do the hunting log and progress without it, but it's a good way of getting a shortcut to leveling up if you really need the experience points. Can I do Duty Finder yet? No. Duty Finder is the queuing system for dungeons and stuff. I haven't unlocked any dungeons yet, so I haven't gotten to queue for them. But I'll show you that just shortly. So I have to go back into the Colosseum. It's the Colosseum here. So let's go and do this part so I can get this part finished as well. So I like to gather like 10 to 12 quests when I normally do this, and then again clear them all like one at a time. You can see there's a whole bunch of new quests in here that I didn't remember that I had to do. Ah! What have you done? Your kind has no business to even look at such a lady as I. Such shocking, unbelievable insolence, and now look! Look at how my gills scattered across the ground. Pick it up, right this instant. Yes, master. I should keep the girl and run away. It's really just to teach you how to pick things up off the ground. So the music changed there, that's now night time. I'll change back when it's daytime to more of my gill, now! And there better be naught missing. This appears to be everything. What are you staring at? Are you expecting some kind of reward? The insolence! Right, so there's one of the walls. I'm going to put the poster on there. Should been a couple of walls in here somewhere. Yeah, we go. So a lot of this stuff, the first kind of few quests in the game are just this. Just run around, go to point A to point B. It gets much more exciting and much more story driven when you get later in the game. This is just to kind of teach you the basics. Yeah, where's that? I can see. That's what I was looking for. I can teleport there fast as well. So this is the Gladiators Guild. Every main quest, every main job has a guild. This is the Gladiators one. You helping Bobo Nima? Well, ain't that charitable of you. Franzie's gotten pretty popular of late, and his fans keep stealing these flyers and taking them home as souvenirs. Ah, so you've met Bobina's wife. Now I understand. Sorry to hear you got caught up in all that. If you ask me, they're made for one another. Not that it's my place to judge, mind. Any road, we appreciate your help. Oh, nice, some gloves. Carriage your arse in here looking for work, eh? Well, you're in luck. Just so happens I'm a deed that needs doing. Well, ladybugs have been wreaking bloody havoc in the outskirts of town. Something in the air of late's made them orny as a aurochs and rut. Ain't much for fighting on their own, but numbers are much more a match for any merchant who's seen more days in the teat than he has in the battlefield. Well, what'll it be? Fancy putting down 4 or 5 of those bloody buggers, or don't you? So the good thing about that is I also have those on my hunting log, you'll notice. Ladybugs there, so if I kill the ladybugs, I'll also automatically complete that as well, which will give me an experience boost, which is always useful. Have you come here to wish me luck? I appreciate the thought, but there's no need to worry. What? You don't know who I am? The next biggest thing that's come to the Colosseum? Zazie Riku is the name, and you'll be hearing all about my exploits in the coming days. I even thought of a title for myself, the Garnet Gladiator. Ah, which reminds me, I've yet to collect a circlet. I've yet to collect the circlet I commissioned from the Goldsmiths Guild. You wouldn't mind picking up for me, would you? So these quests, although they seem boring, these are the ones that give you a little bit of experience each time, and they're worth doing just to kind of boost yourself. Again, it's all about trying to do as much in one location as you can, so that you're not backing and forth too much. Some of it's unavoidable, but if you can do it, it's better to like do as many quests in one location, and then go to the next location, do all the quests there, then just keep continuing that as you go. Damn Easter eggs everywhere. You start, things like that get into your head, and eventually you start just humming it. So this is the main business hub area of the city. As you can see, there's a lot of people here. There's a market board here, over there, down there. This is where you buy goods that people have found in the world or have crafted themselves and want to sell it. I can't show you because apparently it's not available through the trial. But literally, people just dump their stuff on the board, they'll put a price on there compared to what everyone else has, and you can go in and you can buy it by the guild you've got. I don't have a lot of guild anyway, so I don't really able to buy anything. I wanted to show you at least, but it won't let me. I'm on a damn trial. Right. There's someone here I need to speak to and I can't see them because too many people around them. Oh, there he's there. He's just tiny. And you are? Ho! A newly come adventurer, but of course, yes, I am Cesaroga. What can I do for you? Ah, you would have me teach the way of the marketplace. Very wise. That's my fee. What? He's going to do it for free? Sure you jest. My dear adventurer, when you ask an Alden for a favour, you should do at least try to make it worth his while. Judging by your garb, I rather doubt you could afford my services, but the fact that you offer nothing is laughable. Oh, Mistress Momudi instructed you to seek me out, did she? Consider yourself fortunate to have such influential friends. I shall be brief, and you shall be attentive. You stand in the Sapphire Avenue Exchange, the busiest and most profitable marketplace in the Sultanate. Being advantageously situated in relation to the other city-states, all those markets have ever served as both the literal and figurative centres of Eorzean commerce. All of the great overlord trade routes lead to our city, and the majority of maritime trade between Filebrand and Aldenard pass through our ports. Because of this, countless companies and consortia have chosen Alda as their base of operations. They see it as a marketplace that's awash with merchants and moneylenders day and night. Anything a man can desire can be purchased here, provided he has sufficient funds. Sure, there's something you seek, adventurer, a deadlier sword perhaps, or a shinier trinket. Whatever it is you want in exchange will have it. To the north, you'll find the merchants peddling armour and accessories, curatives and crafting materials. To the south, you'll find weapons, tools and an assortment of other useful items for sale. Seek out a particular merchant or browse to your heart's content, but do try to remain aloof should you find something that piques your interest. Decisions made in the heat of the moment are usually unwise, especially where coin is concerned. Ahem. This is all the complimentary aid you shall receive from me, and far too much for my taste. In regards to Momidi, now off with you. Yep, that's that done. So I need to take level 5 for my next quest to open up for the Thaumaturge Guild. I have one more quest down here to do. I might have to actually venture outside to do some grinding to get to level 5. Although I might have sufficient experience so far to get where I need to go. So what you won't see during this trial period is guilds, free companies, and link shells. I will show you them at a later time when I'm playing on my main account. For the time being, these will need to. I can explain them to you what they are if you ask, but they won't mean much to you at the moment. Now that I've done that, I can go to the Goldsmith Guild. I know there's no more quests along here. So that's the Riku's circlet. Just a moment, sir. Oh dear, this is so embarrassing. I'm afraid crafting the circlet to Cicericus' exact specifications have proven somewhat difficult. We ran out of garnets halfway through our work and we are waiting on the next shipment. I hate to impose, but would you explain the situation to the crooked half at the Miners Guild? My records indicate they were supposed to deliver gemstones yesterday. Mayhap it slipped their mind. So, off we go. Bitter snow. I'm going to all these so I can teleport around easier when the time comes. What could be keeping her? My beloved Yellow Moon and I promised to meet at this very spot, but 2 bills have passed and I have nary a word from her. Gods, I hope she's alright. As much as I wish to go off and find her, I simply cannot. What if she were to come in my absence? Please, would you search for her in my stead? If it's possible there's somewhere near the Weaver's Guild, she always enjoyed watching the... By the gods, do you think she's left me for someone else? More dapper? I try not to look like a bumpkin, but I've no mind to fashion. The Calamity Salvager is a guy who, if you were playing the game previously to this, and you lost something because of the transition, he will have it. There's nothing obviously there for me because this character was only just created a minute ago. But my other character who I played with in 1.0 and pulled across, I was able to gather some stuff back from there. Two more quests. See what I mean? There's like multiple quests in this place. Breakout be good. Just look at me. This hair, this outfit. They don't match at all. I look atrocious. What was I thinking? Well, I can't let Bittersnow see me like this. Maybe that last tunic was best after all, or no, perhaps blue. Bittersnow's waiting for me. I haven't anything to wear. Something in a cream. However shall I do with this dress? I just can't seem to finish it. Oh, the design is flawless, absolutely flawless. Of that I have no doubt, but I simply cannot settle on the colour for the life of me. How would you like to conduct a bit of field research for me? I'm dying to know what colour Williams and Silda are wearing these days, especially in the Hustings strip. When you've finished, please call on Luke at the Alchemist Guild. The woman is the wizard with dyes. Have her cook up with whatever colour you find is the most popular. So every quest I finish, I get another one. This is not a bad thing, you need the experience. Is it work you seek? The Weaver's Guild welcomes you. Indeed, your timing is impeccable. A soiree is to be held with all the elite in attendance. Once the invites went out, the orders came in, and with that of fury, every lord and lady from the Cape Deadwind to Cinderfoot is demanding the latest fineries. Oh, I need hands, and I need them now, yet I cannot spare the time to go off and search for them. Would you care to aid us, friends? I ask no more than you welcome to our doors to the willing souls you might find. Come, let's see how you share with the warmest welcome. So emotes. Welcome. Excellent, I dare say. I could work for you myself. Now hurry off. We need those people. Someone there. More. Work at the Weaver's Guild? Might be lying if I said I wasn't interested. To whom might I inquire further? The Weavers are recruiting? Finally, my chance to become a famous designer. What do you want? Oh, right, I'm all. Weaving work? Look at me, friend. I'm a bloody guard and on duty, no less. Move along now. These are little things that teach you how to do emotes to people. I appreciate the offer, but I must refuse. I'm all thumbs when it comes to stitching and whatnot. Yes, I'll just type the word emote, we welcome if you want. If you know the name of the emote you want to use, you can just literally just type it in. So the Weavers need help, do they? Sorry friend, I'm all set for coin. You've returned. Well, how did you fare? Two potential recruits, you say. Welcome news. I can only hope their zeal for fashion will show in the efforts for the guild. What do we... What we do here may seem all silk and satin, to be sure, but work within these walls is far from easy. In that, I suppose our trade is not unlike any other. I'm slowly grinding up my way up to level 5, and I haven't had to go and do a bit of grinding yet. I'm just doing quests. As you can see, it's good to do the side stuff and get involved with a story here and there. What I would suggest, when we get to level 30, there's no point doing the quests that are like level 1 and 2 in the other side of states. You should leave them for other jobs that you're trying to level, because you'll need the experience for those. The most popular colour of late? Well, all colours have their merits, of course, but if I'm pressed, I'd have to say red. Why, any colour is perfectly fine for a dress, you silly thing, so long as it comes off easily at the end of the night. Oh my. I think that's just up here, isn't it? Yeah. What colour is in fashion? Well, I must say, I'm just back from Gdańsk and I find there's a lot certain reverent to the reverent library. Green, you bloody idiot. That was a weirdly constructed sentence. Best colour for a dress? Well, you know what they say, once you go black, you never go back. Really? He just said that. Yellow, what fairer colour than the name of the fairest maiden? Yellow Moon. Oh, Yellow Moon, how my heart pines for you. There's never a shortage of white dresses in our Alden ladies. Surely it's the most comfortable colour to wear under this murderous sun. That makes sense, but do ladies ever want to be comfortable, or do they just want to look pretty? In this game, I mean, not in actual life. Like, obviously, everyone has their own opinions on that. Oh, for goodness sake. For goodness sake. I'm going the wrong way. I should teleport to the Alchemist Guild, but I can't. I have yet to locate the place. I was going the right way the first time, I think. No, I need to go around the long way. I just teleport to these places using the Aetherites. I forget you have to actually do these manually to start with. Cornell. Personally, I've always had a thing for a motley of red and green overlaid with stripes of purple and dark brown. That's very specific. Obviously at first it's better just to walk around the place to find the quests that are missing, but when you get to the point where I'm actually, you can just teleport. Red, ever and always, this is Alden, my dear boy, and the sun beats on your back with fiery fists, and the sins and sands are hot and unforgiving and everywhere at once. We Aldens live for our passions, and our lust for life is surpassed only by our lust for lust. Oh my. So that's all of the Alda crystals attuned, so I can now teleport to any of these places. Which is good. You are here in Bath the Weaver's Guild, are you not? Yes, Ethelwine said you'd be along. Well, what colours to be then? It seems as though the best are votes for red, one vote each for green, yellow, white and black when abstaining, and one vote for a motley of red and green overlaid with stripes of purple and dark brown. By no means there is any victim, I suppose red it shall be. I have some catalysts I have been saving for such an occasion. Mark my words, I'm going to concoct the most vibrant red Alda has ever seen. Alchemy may look an arcane and esoteric to be uninitiated, but it is grounded in naught but science and experimentation. Indeed, I dare say it's more to advanced culture and civilization than any other discipline. Oh my gosh. Yes, 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 at last, my work is complete. Mark my words, as formally revolutionised alchemy as we know it. With such a sip of this tonic, even raging fevers will instantly be extinguished. But I need to test the adventurer while I produce more. I bid you take this patch to the Pearl Lane to a man named Lundbert, he entrusted by the other refugees. Persuade this Lambert to take my tonic and give it to the people. I require nothing in exchange. After all, it's truly effective. It will be a tremendous boon to my advancement of the alchemic arts and mankind at large. So now that I've been everywhere, I can teleport back to. I need to go to the. I need to go to. Why do I keep going there? It's journal. Goldsmith Guild I need to go to now. Where is that in the map? I can just teleport there, I think. There we go. No more running around like a fool. I can just go straight there. But of course, I wasn't supposed to come here. Yeah, I was supposed to go. Okay, for being smart, I guess. Miners Guild, which is close to. Miners Guild. Oh, that's actually a Miners Guild teleport point. What an idiot. Let's do it. In old games, you'd spend lots of time running back and forth between different buildings when you didn't really need to. Like, this game's good for doing away with that stuff. I miss some of the open worldness stuff that was here before in other games, but at the same time, there's a lot of quality of life things. I don't have time to commit to a game of Warcraft anymore, or Final Fantasy XI, so the little changes made in this game to make it accessible to me are great. I don't mind. I've mind to drain a pint, so hurry up and speak your business. She wants how many bloody garnets? 7 hells, man, they don't grow on trees. But more than that, this lad, which fancies himself the next Franz the Fair, ought to worry less about his style and more about swordplay. Any road, I'll do my part to ensure the little bastard gets bedecked in all the god's damned garnets he can afford. If he dies in the first fight, well, at least he'll leave a pretty corpse. Right, where's the next one to go to? Can teleport to Sapphire Exchange. The good thing about this game is that you can play this on PC, Mac, or PlayStation right now, and everyone connects to the same server, so you can play with any of your friends who have got any of the machines. They're trying to get it on Xbox and Switch as we speak, but we don't know how long it'll take. Medicine for the sick? We're not fools, boy. We know well that bastard Alwyn is up to, but we'll accept this medicine nonetheless. Look at us. Beggars can't be choosers. May as well be a mere experiment to him, but to us it's a matter of life and death. You've got to choose between this bastard's will and nothing at all. Is it really a choice? Few come here by choice, and few are still bearing medicine. Your kindness shall not go unrewarded. The face is important to us, but we want you to have it. It's just some old pottery, I know, but it may be valued by collectors of cultural artefacts. There are men who are willing to pay good coin for such objects. If you go to the Sapphire Avenue Exchange, chances are you'll find one of them. Level 4, level 5 before we know it. Welcome, welcome. What might a discerning gentleman like yourself be looking forward to doing? Permit me to examine this vase of yours. I hope you don't spend so much coin in this trash. A flood of like items brought in by refugees has destroyed what demand once existed. The markets are fickle, my friend. You lose sight of current trends, you stand to lose everything, as I once did. Market wards once bore my name, until fate and hubris reduced me to this. For your sake I pray that you did not have to learn this lesson the same way I did. Level 4. Nerve transposed. That's what I was talking about. So use obviously fires your main attack for a black mage. You can cast as much as you can of that. You cast maybe 3 or 4 of them. The MP goes down to about maybe 10. Use transpose. It then converts your fire to ice, keeps your stacks intact, and lets you use ice magic. So yeah, it's a good way of keeping your stacks going. So I have to go back to Momide, which is she's just through here, and I'll go and kill some ladybugs to further my mission. I get to level 5 to put my clothes on that I've gathered so far. All clothes have a level rank to stop you from putting on the most powerful clothes to start with, because they will increase your HP, strength, and magic. So it's important to keep that in mind. How's your tour of the city, Kuva? Get lost, did you? Aye, well, all is a big place with lots to see and do, but wandering around aimlessly doesn't pay the bills. If you're serious about making a living here, you'll need to remember where things are. So when you go exploring, explore like you've got purpose, eh? Alright then, all that's left for you to work hard, make money and spend here at the quicksand. Well, youngling, how you finding our fine Alda then? Got your bearings about you yet? If so, mayhap it's time you venture beyond the city walls. The bustling streets of Alda are one thing, but the wilds of Thanalan, that's another thing altogether. I know a bloke you might fancy speaking to, and he you. The name of Papashan. You'll find him over at the Alda Dispatch Yard. No doubt he'll have some work for you. Dispatch Yard's over in central Thanalan. Just head out the door, across the hall, and see the gate of Nald staying right back at you. Pass through it and head east. You'll come upon it before long. There's dangers beyond that wall. More than I care to count. Nothing too terrible, mind you, but feisty enough to attack if you draw near. Don't say nobody cared enough to warn you. Oh, 2 more quests have popped up. It gets a lot. What you do is you get so far through the quest, and other quests start popping up on the map. It pays to look at the map every now and again. Because a lot of them will take you to the same location you're going to anyway, and you'll get more stuff. Sure, darling, you can come for a ride. Huh? Where am I? Who are you? And more importantly, where did she go? Ah, bugger, did my shift start already? The hell's with that? I'm bleeding exhausted anyway. Making talking this to Gigi Nasu at the dispatch yards outside the city. He'll probably give you something for the trouble. That was just words I said in a random order. Ugh. Oh, nice. Level 5 again. Let me catch my breath. I went all the way to Scorpion Crossing for a package, but only just now realised I've returned with the wrong one. The way back is so far. I simply can't. Would you please trip back in my stead? I'm sure some poor soul at Scorpion Crossing is missing this package. I haven't the breath left to tell you the way. Go and see Misha. Okay. That tune, it's been going for the last 5 years and I still get it stuck in my head. I was hitting the bus later humming that damn thing. I should just have teleported this guy, where is he? Oh, way over there. Damn it. I've got 959 gil on this character, I've got 26 million on my other character. Scorpion Crossing, the way couldn't be simpler. Pass through this gate and head west until you come upon it. Delivering a package, are you? In that case, you want to speak to Oswell when you arrive. Right, so this is when we finally get to venture outside the city. This is when the game starts to open up a little bit, but only a little bit so far. So a great many things to kill here. Ladybugs. Oh wait a minute. Is fire definitely there? I shouldn't have done that actually. I love the also the icon means they're on my adventurer's guide, as you saw earlier. Yeah, as my magic power grows, the spells will put up to different things, not different effects on them. Cactuars, they must be the yellow circle, that's that same thing where it's on my hunter's log. It's getting the same level as me almost, so I need to be careful. My experience just jumped up there. It's worth, if you see things with little circles over the head, it's worth getting those creds logs completed because they do give you a good amount of experience and it does give you that boost you would need to quickly reach levels. It's gone, I just know it. God's ass. If I hadn't enough problems already, you took the wrong package bottle if you bloody oaf. The Horizon package, you're a 12 cent. You spared me quite a headache, friend, thank you. If only there weren't so many other misplaced shipments plaguing me these days. You're only level 5 at this point. You've time to spare, don't you? Make yourself useful and help me find my missing crates. The manifest clearly states that these crates were bound for the East Aldenard Trading Company. We're including the latest shipment from Bessor Bay, but I can't seem to find the bloody things. They ought to be around here somewhere, but I can't waste any more time looking. If you find the crates, please bring them to me. No, 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 this can't be happening. There's no time to send for more and no... You there! Please, you must help me. Go kill as many cactuars as you must to gather 4 bottles of their blood. I don't care if you have to hunt the little green bastard to extinction. Please, there's no time left. Just know that my very life hangs in the balance. For the love of the gods, hurry, man! First, I'll find the packages first, because that may actually get me boosted up to level 5. Oh, that's this guy, this lady here. You there, yes, sure, you're an adventurer, you're not. You travel about yours as slaying beasts and finding treasure, that sort of thing. I need your help. I must travel to Horizon where my cargo waits, but my chocobo slugger won't move an elm. I tried to have a closer look, but I saw a vile pair of antennae pounding from his feathers and lost my nerve. I love Slugger with all my heart, but bugs I cannot do. I fear he may have a parasite ladybug that's gorging himself on his blood. Check him for me, would you? And if you find a ladybug in there somewhere, kill the damn thing. Yeah, this'll put me to level 5. Quay. I know it's not even, people told me it's some other way to do that, but... Some more? Nope, that's them. Slugger says thank you, and you've my thanks as well. I was sure as sun up I was a parasite ladybug. Must have attached itself in somewhere along the road, and now the bloody thing's managed to stay concealed at the sides. It's a complete mystery. In fact, I'm not even going to question it. I'd just like to move on and put this all behind me. If we don't keep our chocobos healthy, cargo will be able to move over the land. We owe these birds a great debt. I wish more folk would see that. Level 5. So let's get this stuff on. Got a hat. Got a robe. Got some shoes. Shield. Don't have anything very much else right now. Oh, Ring of Fortitude. There we go, more like a mage now. Have you heard the news about the goblet? All that quality land so deliciously coveted is to be auctioned off to bidders regardless of their origins. Even adventurers have the right to participate. Just imagine the entire area could end up owned by wealthy foreign... I beg your pardon, sorry, isn't like I dislike adventurers, far from it, but when you consider that Alda is still struggling to accommodate countless refugees, the idea that the land's being sold for profit is not surprising. However, come to think of it, still, this is the least I could do to give preferential treatment to hard-working Aldans like me. I've been saving for years waiting for an opportunity like this to come along. So you wouldn't happen to be curious as well, would you? About the goblet? My hands are full here, but for a moment to head that way to look at auction business on my behalf, I'd be ever so grateful. There's bound to be an immortal flame representative in the gates of the goblet. You can explain what's going on, but it couldn't happen with General Robin's approval of that much, I'm sure. Yeah, okay, so I can't do housing because I'm playing a free trial account just now, so that will not work for me. Where's these other boxes? The good thing about this game as well is, see up in the top right hand side of the screen, it says LT. That's the actual time in the real world, so you can actually tell what time it is when you're playing the game, so you don't have to keep looking at a clock or a watch to see what time, if you have to leave or be somewhere at a certain time. Where in the heck? Oh, there was one up there. There must be one more somewhere. It's a likelihood of actually sitting outside the gate somewhere. Striking dummies that you can practice your moves on your combos to make sure you're doing stuff right. Black Mage can cast spells from miles away. Not have to worry about getting attacked. Can hand this quest in now already. It's always good. There's another chest hiding though, it's in here somewhere, I know that much. Have you brought the Cactuar bloods? All 4 bottles? Show me. You saved my life, friend. Just stopped to give me a cargo check on the way to Alda and saw that the bottles of Radsat hand skin tonic were empty as a garland promise. Though as I took the lids off in transit, it looks as though the lids shook off in transit and the whole lot spilled right out. But I refused to have it said that Guntram failed to make it good on a delivery. Cactuar bloods is supposed to keep skin supple. I'll just use what I bought to fill the empty bottles, and we use these lovely Elden ladies will be none the wiser. Oh, don't worry about getting found out. Radisal Skin Tonic is a rare find, all the more from this far south. I'll venture none in Alda would even know it from an ampule of their own piss. Rude AF. There's one up there. So there is one up there. Did you find my crates? Good job, friend. These will make the next wagon thanks to you. The shipments never stop coming, day in and day out. Just keeping track of everything is enough to give me migraines. Business is good, true, but what use is money if you haven't the time to spend it? I haven't downed a pint with friends in weeks. Boxes, crates, barrels, lifting, moving, stacking. There's no end to it. I'm tired, so very tired. Say, friend, do a hard-working stranger a kindness, would you? See this letter safe to Kiki Poo at the Silver Bazaar. I'd call on her myself, but I haven't the time and doubt these weary legs would even carry me there if I did. I'd send her something nice along with it. Could I trouble you to scrounge up, say, 5 hammerbeak black feathers? God knows you can find the beasts around here easy enough. Kiki Poo's a dear old friend. She's called the Silver Bazaar home for, well, far too long. And there've been ill rumours of the place of late. I'd like to make sure she's well as all. So a lot of the story stuff that come out of these are quite good. So I need to get back to the... Oh, that's level 7, I might have trouble with this one. Yeah, I should probably level up a little bit and come back here, because these things will murder me if I end up training two of them together. Yeah, let's go back up here. And actually that's a little quest a second as well. Go and pick up my next job quest. The job quests are really interesting. Some of them are not as great, but the Black Mage one is one of the best stories in the game. So I will take you through that as far as I can. Heard about the auctions, have you? You're not the first to approach me this morning. Aye, it is true, in an effort to encourage immigration to our great nation, all lands within the Goblet Earth to be set aside for adventurers like yourself. Tragic, some might say, that only adventurers will be permitted to settle within its walls, but such decisions are made by men wiser than I. A beautiful place, the Goblet, a man-made oasis, built up a towering... but why bother explaining when you can see it for yourself? Just head to these gates and follow the road. If you wish to know more about the Goblet, speak with the recruit station just past the entrance. He will be happy to assist you. I have to actually go with the Goblet, huh? Yeah, I tried to buy a house yesterday after transferring to the new server and I couldn't. I gave up a perfectly good house I had on Odin as well, just to get there. I was devastated. Devastating. So skip the cutscene. This is basically just the housing award. You can get a house for a free company or for yourself. You can decorate it how you like. Greetings, adventurer. Welcome to the Goblet. That's one in each state. Beg your pardon, and all the women asked you to learn more about the auctions. Oh dear, as you may have heard, these plots are reserved exclusively for adventurers. As your friend an Alden citizen, she's ineligible to participate. Should you yourself have mind to purchase a plot, please speak to the resident caretaker. He can guide you through the process. Back out and tell her. Oh, hang on. I don't have to, they're already open. Fine. So as you can see, I'm a couple hours in. I'm only level 5 so far, but when you start doing dungeons, your level shoots up quite quickly. It is possible to get to level 35 in one sitting, which is fine and all, but you'll very quickly run out of your free trial, which means you can really try another class or job, or you can maybe look at subscribing at that point if you enjoy the game enough. You return. Tell me, what have you heard of the auctions? What do you mean it's reserved exclusively for adventurers? I mean, sure, times are tough and every nation is scrambling to attract formidable fingers. What about my needs? What about my 40 acres and a chocobo? This is not fair. go. Where the heck's my map? 2 seconds, guys. Right, map. Where's a map? It's there. Oh yeah, I need to head up this way by the looks of it. I've got Central Thanalan. These things are only a little bit above me just now, but they're high enough that it could cause me some nightmares if I'm not careful. That sounds a little bit too high. You should only maybe go 2 or 3 levels above yourself normally. I'm still on starter gear, which I'm still not even fully equipped in that, so I need to be careful. These ones are just the same strength. I wonder if I should just kill them anyway. I'm just worried that it might gang up on me a bit. I should be level 6 after I kill this one. Uh oh. My log. Okay, it's not been so badly actually. I've got lightning now. Lightning's a good opening spell to use. And also cloud stun. Start stringing spells together and they make more sense when you get used to them. Die, Hammerbeak. You don't belong in this world. So that's that mission completed as well, but also another inch in my log will be finished just in a second too. I'm not going to take part in the fate just now because I'll get murdered at this level. Level 5. That might be alright. I'm not going to do it though. Trying to avoid getting seen by any of these mobs. So level 6, that's not bad so far. Not bad at all. Okay, I know I'm going. Let's take me around to another gate at the sides. And this gate is it goes back into the city in a different way. All these new starters. It's so nice to see new people playing. Still streaming as well. Do what you can. More. Keep forgetting he's lightning because I'm not the swatch I just got it. That quest over there. Well, you certainly look the part of an adventurer, my friend. Might you be the good soul Momide advised me to expect? I am Papashan, station master of the humble dispatch yard. An empty title, I assure you. I truly am no more than a tired old Lalafell, passing his final years in quiet and solitude. 12 know there have been plenty of both of these the last 5 years since the calamity struck. The devastation was vast. Yet now true Aldens work together, doing all our power to rebuild what was laid to ruin. By the sweat and of our brows and the love of our home, we will build all that to the grandeur and majesty that you see today. The railways which ran through the dispatch yard too were born of noble efforts of great many souls. But there's still much work to be done. The wounds left by the calamity run deep. Isolated areas beyond our lines of supply remain, and there are places yet waiting for relief and restoration. Alda needs the aid of you and your brethren, friend. In fact, never has been need more dire. Which brings me to the point, I suppose. I do believe I have some work suited to one of your ability. As you come all this way, perhaps you can perform an errand for me. It so happens a number of sentinels have been sent to guard the area to the dispatch yard, as it were. They have been long away from the shade and forefeds of the city. The hot days and nights can play hells in the mind and body out there. It ain't much, but go and give them these twinkling twilight pretzels, would you? I find comfort in figs. Always helps when I feel like killing myself. Anyone seen Kikizani since last night? Anyone? Hey, what are you doing with that timetable? I've been looking all over for it. You got it from Kikizani, you say? Why, that useless drunk. I'll wager he was out all night again chasing after skirts. That's it. The next time he misses a shift, I'm trying to time him to the tracks. I guess someone's up there then. I'm not even anywhere near a dungeon yet, but that'll come soon enough. Halt, sir, I'm going to have to ask you to put that pretzel on the ground and place your hands above your head. State your name and business. A Twilight pretzel from Papa Shan. By the gods forgive me. You could say this new post has my nerves in a twist. I am terribly sorry. Yes, well, you may rest assured that this dispatch yard is safe as long as I stand watch. Perhaps give Papa Shan my thanks, and tell him only that I wish to repay the favour. Which one's closer? I'll go for this one. It seems further away, doesn't it? "12 save me, scorching days, freezing nights, this post will be the end of me." A Twilight pretzel? Don't mind if I do. Ah, now that's a refreshing goddamn pretzel, I feel reborn. It's coming to the close to the end of my stream, guys. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to keep going just a little bit longer, and then I'm going to raid a friend, John, over doing a charity stream just now for Canada versus MS. I hope you guys will stick around for that. It's a really good cause. They're playing a lot of cool games together. There's a lot of talented streamers taking part, so it'll be a good thing to watch. I'll be on for another maybe 10-15 minutes anyway before I do the thing, but Western Front clear, Eastern Front clear. For me, from Papa Shan, a Twilight pretzel, my favourite. How did you know? Can't fight on an empty stomach now, can I? Actually, I can't fight on my stomach. I suppose you could say I have no stomach for fighting. I should put the run back on here somewhere. You've returned, and with a deal for your pretzels, I see. Tell me, how fair are Sultan's sworn sentries? Did you have anything to report? Anything at all? What, nothing? Are you sure? Oh dear. Take us for your troubles and stay for a moment. There is more I would ask of you. Level 7. Could have just this moment. No, the time for concealment is past. The truth is, even before I had you to deliver those pretzels, I was privy to some unsettling news. Which is the real reason I sent you to meet the Sultan Swarm. A young noblewoman from a very prestigious family has run away from home, and I've been ordered to see her safe return. The Sultan Swarm you met earlier are assisting with the search. Alas, it seems they have found no trace of her. I apologise for not being frank with you from the start, but we must proceed with caution should word for disappearance spread. I fear others less honourable motives may join the hunt. And should we allow her to become to any harm, not even 100 beheadings would be punishment enough. This cannot happen, Giva. It must not. I need you to help me find her. Praise the 12. I knew I could count on you. I've instructed the others to expend the search, but Thanalon is vast and there are only so many of us. The young woman's name is Lady Lalira. I want you to go south and look for her in the vicinity of the Sultan Tree. Good luck. So this will be my final quest for today, I think. And then I shall host my friend's stream. So this is kind of a boss battle. This is why I'm pushing ahead with this one, because this gets us through the first kind of tough battle you'll ever meet in this game. It's not a dungeon. The dungeon we'll do some dungeons tomorrow to show you what those are like. It's the first kind of battle you'll fight where you'll actually have some difficulty to it. So see how they got cut little things ahead? They're in a cutscene just now, which means they're about to teleport into an instance where I cannot follow. Oh, salty tree. This means I'm in here myself, which is fine. It's all good. So it's supposed to. That's the story beat.
Sasagan様、申し訳ありません。私の不徳で大切なものを奪われてしまいました。誰じゃ
Ah, thank you.
探しましたよ、リリラ様。
Hey, baby boy, Mr. Horace. You okay, Mister? You love your food?
お一人で出歩いては危ないと何度言ったらご分別なさるんです。
放っておけ。リリラは一人になりたいのじゃ。あっち行け。
そうはいきません。このところ物騒ですからね。それにここのエーテルは乱れています。嫌な感じがするのです。さあ帰りましょう。みんな心配していますよ。君は所長が言っていた冒険者だな。ご苦労だったな。リリラ様はこの通りやんちゃでね。俺も所長もよく苦労をかけさせられているんだ。一緒に所長のところへ帰るとしよう。リリラ様を無事保護したと伝えにね。やれやれ、敵の多いお嬢様だよ。まったく。リリア様、下がっていてください。君、手を貸してくれ。やるしかないみたいだぞ。
But you get 0 damage, so 20 damage. That's fine, that's what's supposed to happen. Show how weak you are. Like almost like a boss fight with a bunch of like 4 people. I can actually die in this battle. I didn't have to play one, hopefully I died a couple of times. There we go, first big battle. It wasn't as dramatic as you might imagine, but still the first of the kind of non-standard battles you'll take part in the game. Curiouser and curiouser.
クリスタルを手にし者よ。星の声を聞く者よ。我が名はハイデリン。
ハイデリン。
星の秩序を保っていた断りは乱れ、世界は今闇で満ちようとしています。闇はすべてを蝕む、すべての命を奪う存在。闇に屈せぬ光の意志を持つ者よ。どうか星を滅びより救うためにあなたの力を。光のクリスタルは闇を払う力。世界を巡り光のクリスタルを手に入れるのです。あなたの戦いは魔法が行動が光のクリスタルを生み出すでしょう。それが光の意志を持つあなたの力。
Horus, Yoki Mister. Come see Daddy. I know my children's come to help me. He's actually hungry. He knows it's nearly dinner time. He also knows I'm going out, he doesn't like that.
Hikariの意志を持つ者よ。どうかあなたの力。
Good boy. I'm a handsome fellow.
気がついたかい？
今の魔物は何だったのじゃ。
異界ボイドに住むという妖異の一種です。
あれが話に聞く用意。
しかしこんな化け物を刺激するとはただの族ではないようだな。 ところで君大丈夫かい？エーテルにでも酔ったんだろうか。戦闘の後急に倒れたから驚いたよ。なんだって大きなクリスタル。なるほどね。これは思わぬ収穫だ。いや、私と俺は一足先に帰ってこの件をしかるべきところに報告しなければならない。冒険者さん、リリラ様のことをお願いします。
わら、私は子供ではない。 G のところくらいなら自分で戻れるわ。
やれやれ本当にやんちゃなお嬢様だ。では俺たちも帰るとしようか。君とはまた近いうちに会いそうな気がするよ。それまでしばしのお別れだ。
Port Papashan. This will finish this main quest line off. Now the start of the main quest line. There are literally 5 years worth of content in this game, so even when you think you're far, you've still got loads to go, which is a good thing. I kind of wish in a way I was starting from scratch, like from the very beginning, and playing the way and playing it for the first time. But at the same time, the thought of doing all that content that I've been through over the years is quite imposing. I get why people might not want to start a game like this because of the grand adventure itself, but trust me, it's a good game. It's well worth seeing through. Thank the gods you've returned. You had us all so worried. You do realise what would happen if a person of your noble stable were to be injured or worse. Why, Her Grace the Sultana would be beside herself with grief, and so would her subjects, I dare say. They'd be weeping in the streets. But I've already given you cause to weep, Papashan, you and the people of Alda. Please, you're not to say such things. We'll find that, I swear to you. It's not my place to make demands, my lady, but I beg you, please stay out of harm's way. I apologise for causing you undue worry, Papashan, and I shall refrain from travelling unescorted in future. I cannot thank you enough, Kuva. I understand you fought bravely to protect Lady Lilira from void-sent fiends. For your gallant service, you deserve all the riches of the royal vaults. Alas, a small token of my gratitude is the best that I can offer. A sarcastic man with a strange contraption strapped to his shoulder. I see you met Thancred. He's a scholar who spends his days investigating oddities in the aether. Rather too fond of the sound of his own voice for my liking, but perfectly harmless. As for you, Kuva, you're the sort of adventurer we need around here. I pray you show the same kindness to the people of Thanalan as you did to us today. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. You're an adventurer, yes? If you're not otherwise occupied, I have a favour to ask. I've resolved to pay a debt of gratitude which I owe to the owner of the coffer and coffin. For this purpose, I purchased for the royal plantations a prodigiously plump pumpkin, a particularly popular piece of produce. Alas, I cannot part the place to procure and proffer the pumpkin. You see, this great chilled shipment from the Nanama mines, for which I wait is late. I would prevail upon you to pick up the pumpkin instead and see it safely to the coffer and coffin. Present the receipt of purchase to Gagiri at the royal plantations, and she'll yield it to you. I apologise for asking you to attend such time-consuming matter, but I truly appreciate your assistance. Right, but I do not have time to do that tonight. I need to get back in here. I haven't set return as a shortcut yet, huh? This is fine. I'll just run the rest of the way. Gave the nod. New quests for the Black Mages. Right, so I've got a whole bunch of quests to hand in and do tonight, later, but I'm not going to do it tonight. I'm going to have to go out for a few hours, which will probably end up being the rest of the night. So I want to thank everyone for coming by. I want to thank everyone who was watching or lurking or took part in conversation. It was great having you all here. I got to speak to a few people I haven't spoken to for a while, so that's always good. I will be continuing this tomorrow, probably from around midday. As soon as I can get in the house, basically, and I will play all the way through until late, so I should hopefully make it till 35. If any of you want to join, please feel free to join in with me. I'll post before I go live on Twitter and on Facebook, so feel free to jump in with me. As I said before, I'm going to pass the stream along to a fellow streamer, John, who is doing a charity stream today. I hope you guys will stick with whilst I transfer you across. He's a really cool guy, and he's arranged this really awesome stream. I believe him, Ray, and I can't remember who else is doing it. There's a whole bunch of people. I know Beresera's doing it as well. So I am going to pass you across, and until tomorrow, sayonara.